today. From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matthew Stafford and the Miami Dolphins versus Tom Brady and the Kansas City Chiefs.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their 32-year-old quarterback from the University of Georgia, the 12-year vet Matthew Stafford.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
The 26-yard line.
Here's Stafford. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball carrier.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
That's good.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On first down, Singletary. And a short gain down to about the 33. Calais Campbell on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and...
Throwing on second and 8. Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Second and 10.
Throwing again. Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Justin Jefferson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever. At 43 years of age now, it's the great Tom Brady.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Good running from Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 71 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
4 yards to go.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Brady's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at the 23. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return to us for 7. And it'll be Dolphin football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Singletary to get the drive started. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And 3 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
For Justin Jefferson. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30.
1st and 10.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The tackle made by Patrick Chung. A gain of a yard.
On second down, here's the option. Able to push his way through.
29-yard line.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Stafford on 3rd down. And he's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. To throw is Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On the delay, here's Breida. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here.
It's now 3rd and goal.
From the gun, here's Stafford. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and the lead moves to 10-zip.
Chiefs nothing.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Gain of 17 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. Demario Davis on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings
on 2nd down, here's Barkley.
At the 40.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Barkley on the carry.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd.
Throwing now is Brady. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Chris Jones in.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. He's played a pretty clean 1st half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the 50 at Stafford. Sanders has it over the middle. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pick.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
At the 25-yard line.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Left side here to Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Stafford's pass.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard. At the 24-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. Complete, Jefferson the target. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 7-yard line.
Throwing again is Stafford. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Gold to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins.
Chiefs, nothing. Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and it's 3rd and 4.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. That'll be complete to Breida. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Stafford. And he finds McDonald. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
1st and 10.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7, though, on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good.
At the 42-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Stafford. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. The Kansas City defense, tough to throw on there, and now it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on it. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now Saquon Barkley. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Take it at the 37. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, Stafford over the middle, and it's incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
To the air again, Stafford. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Gold is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0.
20. Chiefs, nothing.
Well, what do you think? Maybe a little disappointment there. They had a pretty nice drive going at the end of the half, and they have to settle for 3.
Well, definitely a little bit of disappointment there because when you kick a short field goal, you shake your head a little bit like, could we have done a little bit more? Could we have gotten one more shot to try and get 6? But with what little time was left on the clock, I think it was a smart play.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's Matthew Stafford who's had it working in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the
Barkley hit and the ball pops free?
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. Fumble on the play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a gain of 6.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford, and that is incomplete.
Stafford's pass.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
3 and out. 4th down. Cordero Patterson on the return. The Chiefs
offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And
to throw is Brady. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Stafford. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and...
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
You know, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw again on second down. Brady. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Parker. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's
from the gun, it's Brady. And it's caught by Parker. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Saquon Barkley on the handoff.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's third.
From the gun on third down, Brady.
Yards to go.
And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That gain on third down, good for 28. A first down carry for Barkley. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete.
Brady's pass.
And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Now Brady. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Romeo Okwara in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. They'll run with Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a third and goal. Operating from the gun, Brady. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Left side here to Sanders. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. 36 yards on the punt with no return. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down
From the gun, Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now in Miami. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. Brady now on 1st down. He completes this to Sutton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st down, Kansas City.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
1st and goal.
The end result, 21 yards. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle by Melvin Ingram.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
His pass caught at the 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Pettis now on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
This is Breida on the draw. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Third down.
Stafford on third down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
45-yard line.
54, right there, 54 Mike. Check right.
Out of the gun, Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
The 50-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the 50, Stafford. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36.
First and 10.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
31 to Mike in your face.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Ball carrier.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10.
Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Incomplete. Makes it second and 10 at the 21.
Second and 10, Stafford again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Stafford looks to throw again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Gold for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10. At their own.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9.
At the 23.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And over the middle, this is Parker.
Brady's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
Here's Brady. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton.
Brady's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
throwing now is Brady. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Brady now to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Ndamukong Suh has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devin Singletary hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
From midfield, here's Brady. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Complete to Evan Ingram.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Again, it's Brady. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. He's at the 40, past the 20, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Eric Kendricks.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go right back to Singletary. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. A 1-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.